Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everybody, it's me Nabila, and today I want to make some video that I want to tell about my how I do some research for my second portfolio. And before we start, I'm gonna tell you some information that this is my second portfolio, and if you want to take a look my first portfolio, there's on my LinkedIn, and maybe I'm gonna put it on my description. And you can just give some advice or some comment on my LinkedIn. And okay, I'm gonna tell you about my second portfolio. This second portfolio, the name for my portfolio is koskoo. The word is Koskoo. Koskoo. In Indonesia, koskoo is my is in Indonesia is koskoo, but in English is so my boarding house. And that was my second portfolio, and my first portfolio is Wangku. Wangku is my money, like that. And I'm gonna tell about my how I do some research. Okay. The first that I do for my research is, oh, sorry, koskoo is about application that helps the boarding house owner to make their book need their data about their room data, about their boarding house, about the price, about the facility, so they don't have to think it again if there's someone that asks them. And about the customer, so they can remember their customer. And about the transaction, maybe the owner, the boarding house owner have some business like sell some water or sell some Wi-Fi voucher. Then the last is money book. I think just yeah, it's like money book. It's like a book of transaction, notes of transaction. Yeah, just like that. So the owner know their where uh where their outcome, or where from where or uh or where their income. Then yes, so the first thing that I do is I take some research to application. uh, yes, of course, from boarding house application on my Play Store, on my Android phone. And I do some research there, and I take three application for my research. The first application is Mamikos, because I think that is the famous application and have some credibility for do some research theirs. And yes, that was the first app. And the second and third app, I choose some application that interesting for me. Then I install the application, those application, and I take a look for their menu, their data for the user, their company name, their just all of what they use in their application. I do some research there. I screenshot the apps, the feature, and I print them. So it's make me easy to take some notes from there. Just like maybe I can make some notes from their menu. I just can make um make some some compare. Yes, I can compare three of them. Then uh the actually is the truth is I make some mistake after I do some research from application. Something that I have to do is um, make some proof from my assumption because we after I have some data from my application research, I have to make it proof, make it my assumption proof, make it that data that I just get from that application, those application, and I want to use for my portfolio, I have to prove it to search person. But I don't do that thing. I make my first version firstly. This is maybe I'm gonna put it on my Medium. Yeah, that was more easy, and maybe I'm gonna put it on my description box. Then uh I make my first version without make some proof there. Here I make this without have some proof from short version, just so I make them from my as best on my assumption. And yeah, that's many revision for that, of course, because the data is not have credibility. And I make them, and after that I have my mentor say that, are you already do some validation from your data? And I answer, no, not yet. I'm not yet do some validation, and it is I have to make some validation, and yeah, there's many things that have revision. And yeah, I do some validation. And why my mentor give give idea for my second portfolio is about boarding house, because about boarding house owner data, boarding house owner book, yeah, just like that, because it's uh that was like the next level from my first portfolio. I can do my I can have my source person easy too, because my grandparents have boarding house, so just it's easy because I can ask my grandmothers or grandfathers like that, and not too strange, I can ask them. And yeah, 24 hours we meet, and yeah, that was easy because we are family too, right? And yeah, I do that. And after I get some research, I get some proof for my assumption, I just have a talk with my grandmothers about what she think, what she want, what her problem with us. And yeah, I get some, I was and to validation my assumption too. And I do my validation with I make some question. I make some question, and I make some question based on my assumption, based on what I know about boarding house information. And because at least we have some information about boarding, about something that we want to make about our project. Because if we not really know about problem, and what problem that we want to solve, uh we not really maybe not really match with our source person, so that's not good. We have to know about our project first. Maybe look for some article and just read anything that you can. And yes, I write it. I write what my question and I write the answer too. And yeah, that's how I got my validation. And so because that was not really neat, not really tidy. So I'm write it again in my binder. So I make subjects box too. So I know what not do yet for my next version. Then I make after that, after I have some proof, I have some result from my application and from search version. I make my second version of my portfolio of koskoo. Yeah, like this. It's more this and it's many this. Yeah, I make many artboard here and many information and many things that I draw here. After I make this, I make yes, after I already done my second version, I get it to my mentor again, and yeah, it's have a revision again, my second revision, but that's better because I have some proof. So that's a little just a little miss, and this is my so yeah, I get my revision again, and I make my third version. This version, and that was really that many artboards that I just erase it from my second version because there's many that I'm not. The mistake is like I'm not consistent to use some components. I'm not. Oh yes, the big the big thing that um a big mistake maybe or big a big lesson from this portfolio is about wording. I don't know that wording have some lesson too. I don't know that wording is really important and some application. I don't know that some startup have a wording division too, just like that. I don't know that. Oh, when my mentor say that I have to put attention to wording too, I just like, oh, so that was really important too for some application like that. Yes, just get answers. My short version get some revision too, but it's um a little than before. And after I make my third version with some little miss, uh, my mentor said that it's just a little. You can to make it on Figma, so it's fast. It's faster for you. You can make it on Figma, make the flow too, make the prototype. So I can take it on Figma. My mentor said my mentor said that he can check it on Figma, not in my Binder again, and I can post it on LinkedIn more early. And I just already done my Figma, my wireframe, and now my mentor has to check it, but not yet. But the actually is I have some revision again in my Figma, but just a little bit. And this is so right now is the second revision for the Figma. If we count from this from my from my artboard in this binder, that was my fifth revision. So that's how I do my portfolio. Okay, that's all. Thank you for watch all of this. Maybe see you to my next video.